now. After we do a quick word from Aura Frames, the holidays are officially here, which means gift hunting season is on. And if you want something meaningful, personal, and guaranteed to get a reaction, Aura Frames is the gift that delivers every time. It's not just something you wrap, it's a way to share memories. Because Aura isn't your average picture frame. You can preload the frame with photos before gifting it, so when they plug it in, the memories are already there. No apps to figure it out, no setup headaches, just instant smiles. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura Frames' best-selling carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code LOCKEDON at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code LOCKEDON. Terms and conditions apply. So we were doing the postgame show yesterday, and G brought this up. I'm curious what you, Jay, and you, Dustin, think about this. But the Browns have been gashed in the run game each of the last 2 weeks. We know what Tony Pollard did. They had the worst run offense in football. Then they ran for 170-plus on the Browns. The Bears had a top 3 rushing attack. They ran the ball at will against the Browns, and this has happened in the 2 games since Maliek Collins has been out. With Maliek Collins out, that puts more pressure on Mason Graham to kind of be the stalwart, the defensive tackle #1 in the middle for the Browns. And in these 2 games, he hasn't made much of an impact. Jay and Dustin, I want to start with you because, G, I know you said this yesterday. I want you to follow up. Is it fair to expect more out of Mason Graham when he's not playing alongside Maliek Collins? Or is this just the end of the season, rookies kind of worn down, longest season, and we should expect a little bit of a decline in his play because they've been running at will against him?
Yeah, we talked on Friday about hitting a wall. He's never had a season that was this long. Even when Michigan won the national championship, back then it was just a 2-game playoff.
Yeah, 13 games.
So he is now, every game he plays from this point on is a game that he's never played in a season. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on 2 things. 1, he's a rookie. 2, it's the end of his first professional season, and he's finding out just how grueling a season can be. Not only the number of games, but when he played 13 or 14 or even 15 games at Michigan, they were like 14-1. You guys will be able to speak to this. When you're 3-12, dragging your tired butt out there on a 20-degree day to practice football is brutal. It's miserable. So it's the end of a long year. They've got nothing to play for. He's a rookie. All of that being said, he's graded on a different scale because of where he was taken.
Yep.
That's the chain you wear around your neck forever. And sometimes it can be good. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. That's in a good vein. Mason Graham, first pick of the draft for the Browns. What was he, 5th overall?
5th overall.
5th overall.
The 5th
That
overall
comes
wild.
with, that billboard precedes you. The people see the billboard before they see you. And he definitely misses Maliek Collins. There's no question. We talk about the offensive line working in orchestra and how it really is. You're almost playing hand in hand. Defensive line can be the same way with stunts and with different blitzes. You're really relying on the guy next to you. And I think he was a huge beneficiary of Maliek Collins' play. And I think we've missed him a lot since Maliek Collins went out. So I think a lot of it is on Mason Graham, and a lot of it has something to do with the fact that he lost his wingman. He lost his guy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's easy to be critical of the entire defense and the defensive line specifically because they've been so porous against the run the last couple of weeks. I don't. Without looking at the All-22 and without grading how he performed, it's tough to say that he's really letting them down. I mean, Garrett, you're focused on the interior of the line. Is this a reasonable conversation to be having right now?
I mean, I just think with Mason Graham, so when you got a guy like Maliek Collins, right, who's been in the league, that's going to drive the pocket, the way they play up front is they want to get penetration. And penetration by multiple people destroy plays. What you're starting to see is, Shelby Harris, is not Maliek Collins. He's an older veteran guy. He's good as a backup. He's the reason why they went out and got Maliek Collins, because he was that type of disruptive force. You go watch him in practice. He's quick twitch. He's a guy that can get upfield and, obviously has 6.5 sacks. He was leading defensive tackles in sacks before his untimely injury. And I think what happens is, as offensive linemen go, you start to see, Mason Graham. And you got to remember, Mason Graham lost a lot of weight from rookie mini camps to OTAs in order to be in a better shape to rush the passer, because Jim Schwartz wanted him to be more disruptive. And he came back and lost, I think it was 15 pounds. and came back. But here's the thing: when you're losing them 15 pounds, it's a trade-off with that. You're gonna lose a little power, right? He's more quicker, but you're gonna lose some power. And when teams are double teaming you, and you ain't got those 15 pounds to kind of hunker, and you don't got your other dude next to you that's disruptive, that can really mess up some of the blocking schemes, he's just the point of attack. But to be fair, this year as a rookie, as a defensive tackle, it's completely difficult to go through a year and kind of understand what the game is. Like you understanding the different schemes, you getting blocked a different way. There's grown men up there in the league. Like everybody is grown, everybody's strong. And so when you up there taking them double teams and then you got running backs that ain't going down easy, you don't see Derrick Henry's a lot, right? You seeing guys like that. And so for me, what is going to be important for him, and I think what you'll see, and Mason, you're going to take this. Mason Graham is probably already talking to his trainer, his staff, and people, and what they're going to do, his goal is going to be to remake his body.
Yeah.
His goal is going to be able to add 10 pounds of muscle. Right now, you can kind of see he looks like he's still got some, and he's strong as heck, but he look like he's still got some maturing to do with his body.
Yeah.
Get a little more solid, right? His pants, he ain't filled out his pants yet. He ain't filled out the jersey yet. Get him together, work with Myles Garrett. This is where the offseason comes, and he has one of the best examples right next to him. Mason Graham, I know Myles might be one to go off. He might hang out with his supermodel ski girlfriend. He be doing a bunch of shout out to Myles Garrett. He out there winning. I know he want, but you get with Myles. You tell Myles, listen, when you come back, we need to link up. We need to do nutrition, pass rush. Give me 20. I need about 10, 15 pounds. Waking up at 6 o'clock in the hyperbaric chamber, whatever he's doing. And I think next year he'll come back and you'll say, well, Mason Graham, you'll hear them little stories before the combine. Mason Graham, 10 pounds of muscle. They said he went from 13% body fat to 8%.
Really changed his body.
Changed his body.
I hope so.
Off season.
I hope
and
so.
then that'll end up that'll get rid of a lot of this stuff, because then now he's able to keep that same level of quickness, and he's gonna have that weight to hunker down and play the run a little more.
All right. I hope you're right. I think there's no better example than Myles Garrett. He's having. How much you working out?
I'm gonna leave with Myles. And listen, I know, and Myles got the super bag. Now Mason, I know you don't spend no money on nothing. You got the 5th round bag. The number 5 pick bag is crazy, and it look like all you do is wear gray T-shirts and go to WWE matchups. You're not spending no money. So Myles gonna be in different countries. So you got to get the plane tickets and get ready. But still, that's what you need to do.
He's not hurting for nickels.
No, he got it.
I mean, he's got
it. He got the super bag.
Sure.
He ain't going broke neither. Yeah. By the way, can we get to this? You saw what Odell Beckham Jr., right?
The comments he made?
Yeah.
What, on Manningcast?
Odell said something that was interesting.
About 100 million.
About how 100 million go quick.
Oh, yeah, I did. I read those. Yeah.
The 100 million go quick. Now listen, guys. Look, man. I know, I get it. 100 million sound like it's, but listen, that's still 100 million, my G.
It's not.
But it's not.
Nope.
It's not. A lot of people don't.
Tale as old as time. Cut it in half. Now you've paid Uncle Sam and your agent.
Boom.
Now you got 50. Now still, Joe Sixpack, who's working for $7, $8 an hour, doesn't want to hear that. But people only remember the gross number. Man. They don't see whose hand is in that.
Listen, man.
And how much of it comes out.
I'll tell you. Look, I'm going to let y'all know something. I'm going to just keep it real. Money relative, right? Money is super relative. And it's crazy. Like, even a situation with Baker. Baker, like, dang, bro. Like, he thought he was good. Then he had a little 13 million come up missing from here. You know it. How many people? I'm just hanging on you. See, I ain't playing the league, Dustin. I ain't playing the league at Ohio State. How many people for how many years thought you had it? You still got it. Let's still got it. Right? How many people, like, you see what I'm saying? If they see you enough on TV, Jay, I don't want to talk about you. Listen, you've been on TV for 75 years. You know how many people that wanted car washes? How many people want to start businesses? How many co-signed businesses that you done had? The J. Crawford Inc. You done had bakeries, coffee shops. You done had everything. But listen, I'm telling you people, it can go quick. it go quick like that, bro.
People don't understand.
It go
People
quick.
don't understand. And the other thing is, too, the amount of people that lean on Odell for because you got, man, listen, I need 20K today.
Like 15.
And those guys think that it's an endless supply, too. You know this. I think the league was doing it when you were in the league. They do the NFL Rookie Symposium. And I remember Chris Carter had a conversation with me once where he said, Jay, it's a fact. 4 out of 5 of these guys, 5 years out of the game, are going to be one of the following: broke, addicted, divorced, or incarcerated.
Yep.
And I said, Chris, that's nonsense. It's not. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen guys that made healthy 10 figures. I'm sorry, 8 figures, which is in the tens of millions.
Yeah.
Ask me for money.
Yes.
And I'm like, how can that be? And when you hear their stories, you find out, well, I was paying 4 mortgages one year. One year I flew my whole family private to every game I played.
Dustin
You've heard the story too. You've seen them firsthand.
He done put the hat back on.
It's hard to hear,
when they hit
man.
you with this.
It's hard to hear. And what the symposium does is it basically tells you where the pitfalls are.
Yes.
Don't go buy a $350,000 car on your rookie contract. Don't buy $40,000 worth of jewelry with your rookie contract. There's no crime in living in a house that doesn't look like it should be on MTV Cribs. And your mom doesn't need a new 8,000 square foot home. Maybe she could get by with a 2,000 square foot home. And the players all sit there and hear it, and they leave, and it's really hard to not look at what the big number is. Yeah. Talk about contracts. This is an interesting story, guys. Do you know that Jackson Smith-Njigba's probably top 2 or 3 wide receivers in the NFL this year, right? Definitely the best rookie.
Definitely.
Do you know Jeremiah Smith made more money this year than Jackson Smith-Njigba did?
Yeah.
Think about that.
And I wonder how they handle that money. Can you imagine? 18
years old, there's $4 million.
Bro, listen.
But you got to understand these
guys are different.
These kids are different cats.
They different. They didn't came up with it.
These guys. I talked to Caleb Downs on the Buckeye Cruise for we sat next to each other for
he's a good kid,
2 hours doing autograph sessions.
I heard he's a good kid.
So I'm just picking his brain, whatever. I mean, this kid's 10 times smarter than I am now.
Mature?
Currently.
How did
he's
that
more
happen?
mature than I am right now.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Hey,
I mean, probably a variety of things. I think that they have their recruiting.
They have resources.
Well, the Ohio State recruits good kids now.
They do.
Well, and they also have a really good support system there. I mean, I don't know. These guys have the support in terms of quote unquote agents and stuff.
Because most of these machines, and by machines I mean leagues and teams, you know what they do? They chew these kids up and they spit them out to the wolves. And I applaud the NFL for the symposium because I think it's a great idea. It's not working the way it should work.
Yeah.
And they do post-career vocational classes as well. I know I used to teach NFL television
support. There's support there if you want to get it.
If you want it, it's there.
I've used a lot of resources that they
good. I'm glad to
provide.
Hear that. I'm glad to hear
Dustin don't know McNuggets. You marry a good woman, you be all right. If you marry a good woman,
it helps, man.
I got it. My wife is an accountant, and we be having tough decisions. I said I want another watch. She's like, you don't get no another watch. You wear the one you have. You do too much money spending.
Yeah.
Go sit down.
Hey, it helps.
There you go, G. However
Keeps
you got
you in line, brother.
Get it done.